Everybody, I am Steve from the Put It in the Book show. Look a little different this week. I got Rodriguez here to my right.
Hey.
Keith over here to my left.
And I'm angry.
And back is Producer Joe behind the imaginary glass. Producer Joe, how's everything going over there? Excellent. So, probably going to be an angry show today, right, guys?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
No. What do you mean no?
Oh, so you're happy about all this?
Yes.
He doesn't know what he's saying. He's drunk already.
He's delirious.
He's already
No.
drunk.
You get out.
Yes.
All
Right.
right.
Look at this.
I think we're done.
Look at
All
this.
right.
Oh,
Look at you doing all
read
that.
between the lines.
Not very nice.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's start this show.
All right.
Let's go.
We're not. Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't bring the Thanos Club. Where's Thanos?
Hit him with that, man. Deserves it. That won't hurt him.
No, not at all.
All
right. All right. So it's been a week since we've been here. Some stuff has gone on with the New York Metropolitans.
It was a good week before. We
It was a semi.
happy.
It was a semi.
weren't that upset.
Good week. Who did we play right before the Braves?
I don't know, but it wasn't really making us mad.
Yeah,
Now
it
we're
wasn't.
kind of upset.
Cardinals.
Cardinals?
Really? Because that didn't make it 3 out of 4 at home. Really? Okay.
Yeah. No. We weren't that upset about it.
I was pretty upset losing 3 out of 4 at home.
Yeah, it sucks.
Keith, what about you?
This team really sucks. You're making me miserable, doo-doo.
I'll sum up since our last show, I'll sum up the Mets games.
Yeah, a lot of that. On the upside here, we're all clean over here. Producer Joe now has it all, which is a great benefit to
The show?
all of us involved here. So,
Producer Joe.
welcome to the Put in the Books pregame show. Again, right here on Facebook. It is exclusive here on Facebook. Lots to talk about today. Big stuff happening in the past, not so good. Not much of this going on. Maybe during the games, but not at the end of the games.
Lots of it. Lots of that going on.
A lot of rough stuff going on.
Stuff going on, man.
But we are your pregame show today as the Mets are in Chicago facing the Cubs. That is an 8:10, 8:05, 8:10 start. Somewhere around there. We'll take you right up to right about 8:05, 8:10. That was an angry fold of your paper right there.
What's up with that?
Nothing. I was going to say. William, welcome to the
Doesn't
show.
want
We
to talk to
appreciate you joining us and allowing us to
Thank
be
you.
your pregame show today. So, again, we're exclusive on Facebook right now, and then we are about to get recording so that all of you guys watching, if you can't watch the entire show, you can listen to us tomorrow or at your listening pleasure whenever you have some free time on the way to work, on the way home, any of that good stuff. Pleasure.
Listen to us. Don't watch
Us giving pleasure. And on that end, you can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Cast.
we're going to do this.
But just that.
Okay.
The rest is the social media.
Very good.
Yes. Without further ado, let's get to the angry episode of the Put It in the Book show.
Let's
get go offline.
Outline.
Yep. Let's go.
Let's get it on.
All right, and what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Put It in the Book show. I am Steve. Got Rodriguez to my right.
Welcome.
Keith to my left.
Yeah.
Producer Joe behind the imaginary glass wall there.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we welcome you to Season 2, Episode number 23. That is Episode number 54 overall.
Wow.
And for some reason, 54 that popped in my head is Mark Clark.
Mark Clark, a Met.
Yeah.
From what? The 80s?
Early 90s?
Early 90s?
Yeah.
Early 90s. Mark Clark. He's a big boy. Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah, big.
Another big dude that did nothing for us.
Did he suck like we do?
Well,
the Mets suck. Let's be clear. Let's say
And he was a
who
Met.
sucks.
Oh, so
Mets, not we. Mets. The Mets.
the Mets suck.
The Mets suck.
So in connection,
My team sucks. I don't suck.
Mets.
you
team
suck for
sucks.
liking the team that sucks.
My
I
entire
suck.
team sucks.
My baseball team
Mets. My entire team
Suck.
sucks.
Don't do that. That's not for us to say.
Not the entire team.
No, it's for us
You
to
have to
say,
be
not for
fair.
anybody else to say.
David, welcome to the show. All right,
What's up,
lots to
brother?
talk about today, but I think we
Welcome,
should
Dave.
get started with the obvious. The news, the news
The
that,
reason
and for those of you looking at the show sheet, don't worry. I didn't update the weekend review or the upcoming games. Everybody relax, because I know he would absolutely say
He's
something.
not reading anything today.
He's not.
I don't know if he
No.
want to talk.
Ray,
You wanna talk
welcome
today?
to the show.
Look, he's not even talking.
Not gonna show. All right, we're gonna have a mute Keith today, but
It's been a dream about it, but not like this.
the obvious way to start the show is the news of the
Welcome
day,
to the show.
and that is Dave Eiland relieved of his duties, fired.
Duty.
Oh,
No, it's just
it's real mature.
were we relieved of the duty, or was he relieved of his duty?
He was relieved of his duty,
Therefore, we were relieved of the duty. No,
I guess.
all right.
It's clever.
It is.
And so, like it or not, we'll get into that. But he gets replaced
Yes, right.
by Phil Regan, who is 82 years old, born in 1937.
Ronald Reagan's brother.
Who picks skin off dead and meat off dead things?
Yeah, because that's what you do when you're 82.
Mhm.
He's a vulture.
Yeah,
He's a vulture.
so he's a vulture, and his teammate Sandy Koufax back
Sandy
in the day.
Koufax, who's almost gonna die any minute.
Yep. That
So
could be
how
said
old
about
is
any
this
of
guy?
us. I said he's 82. I actually said that twice.
82.
You're going
Sandy
to
Koufax is
Keith's
77.
School of Listening?
No, I just wanted to hear it again. It's really weird hearing that my team's pitching coach is 80 freaking 2 years old.
You know
Come
what?
on. 82?
Yeah. He's
But if
80
you reverse, he's 28. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. That's why you just gotta laugh.
But we'll get into that.
Who
Also
does
being brought back, Rodriguez's his second favorite player, and always favorite bullpen coach, Rickey
The
Bones.
number
But
one,
of course, his first favorite player after the number he's wearing is.
Oh man, see, I wasn't gonna go there. They know. They
I
know.
didn't say anything.
They know. Maureen,
What
welcome
player?
to the show.
Danny Heat.
Danny.
I do like Danny Heat. I like
And-
There you go.
Have you guys, because I've not, have you guys heard of a team hiring a pitching strategist,
Yes.
formerly known as a pitching coach?
Yes.
Okay.
What
You know
team
when I
has
heard
done
it?
that?
The Mets. I had a conversation
heard
with our producer,
the bird.
Joe. It was in our group chat earlier. And Joe had said something to the effect of, who does something like that? Or nobody does that. And I said, well, it's the Mets. If it's going to be stupid, we're going to be the first ones to do it.
Oh, that was your suggestion of Callaway demoting himself to pitching coach.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's what's gonna
Riggleman
happen.
jumping in as manager.
Now, for the record, I don't expect that to happen. But what I had said, what happened
What happened
what
was,
happened is, I said, we're going to demote Callaway to pitching coach and then put Riggleman in. Riggleman should be the vulture, honestly, because he picks the skin off of every
He's just
dead
talking
manager
to
in
camera. He's not even
baseball.
talking to us anymore.
yeah, he doesn't
He's a
even
real
look,
movie star.
doesn't even look at
I
us.
am.
He's a real movie star now. He just talks to the camera. He's talking to everybody out there.
I'm
He's not
having
doing this show
I'm
with
having a
us.
relationship with the camera.
Which is
He's
what you
having
should
a
be
love
doing.
affair here.
Right.
I don't want you to have a relationship with me.
Pretty soon, that's gonna be a fuzzy camera. Just be careful.
You should.
And white.
I am leading by.
Don't forget to white.
Rodriguez, I am leading by example. Right,
And,
Farace?
and what an example you
Right,
are,
Mr.
Thank
Crotchy? Crotchy McCrotchy.
Mr. Crotch.
Farace.
Not me.
Farace.
Wow.
Look, Crotchy Farace.
No, look here.
I don't even call that a. You got to say it. That's a crotch.
Now that ain't a crotch.
That's a
Now that's
spicy
a
crotch.
crotch.
Why are you talking when you doing the show? What are you doing?
You guys were talking. I'm sharing out the show.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Because I thought you guys were.
He was the official
I
sharer.
No, because it's easier for me. I thought you guys were going to actually try and stay on topic.
What are we talking about?
We were talking,
You were talking about
the
a pitching-
82-year-old, the 82-year-old.
So now, no. Now, so Eiland is out.
Yeah.
Bullpen coach is out.
Who did a great? Hey, say Eiland did a great job with Wheeler, turned him into a really good pitcher.
Yeah, fantastic pitcher.
That's one.
Who hasn't had a Mets moment yet. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, well,
So it replaced by
Bobby
an
Bonilla.
82-year-old guy,
Call the
former
Vulture. That really makes you feel good about
Rickey Bones now back in as an interim. So Rickey Bones had the bullpen coaching job, gets relieved of his duties,
Yeah, because
and now he gets back as the interim coach.
what does a
What kind of
bullpen
slap
coach
in
do?
the
What
face?
does a bullpen
I don't know.
coach
You
do?
want to be one?
He
You've read the
watches-
job
I
description.
want to be, of course. That
He
doesn't
watches
mean I
them warm
something-
up and he gives them
important.
sound advice before they go into the game. That's all he does.
Like, oh, okay, slow down, get some water. I've seen Rickey Bones do it.
Yeah.
He has a thing of water and a chart, and every time he throws a pitch, he
But-
charts it,
but
and he gives the
I'll tell
guy
you what,
water.
Although we had ups and downs,
That's all he does.
when we had up and down,
They
when
go
Bonus
over
was the
the
bullpen
opposing
coach,
line.
25.
we had better
25.
performing bullpen on the Bonus than we did this
Yeah.
guy,
On the who?
Chuck Hernandez,
On the boner?
on the Boner.
Yeah, but he also had another pitching coach. We also had another guy that was probably about 95, right? Wasn't
Wallace? No.
what's his name? He looked about 95. What was his name?
Well, we should hire
Who
Apodaca. I
was our
think he's
pitching
78, right?
Bob Apodaca.
Yeah,
Bob Apodaca.
we'll
He
get
sucked
Apodaca
as a
back.
pitcher.
Oh, so what? We're on a roll.
Why don't we bring back the guy that they actually was a pitcher? Was a very good pitcher for us and for another team. I think the Twins. What's his name?
Frankie V.
Big Frankie V.
He has
Why don't
health
you bring
issues.
him?
He has health issues. He's not coaching currently. He had some heart conditions.
Yeah, he did. He in
And he
October.
retired from baseball.
Strap it up. Make Crimples out there with half a kidney.
Roger McDowell.
Roger, no, I don't want him. He's a traitor.
I knew you were gonna say
Nah,
that.
he's
He's a brave.
No,
Even
you
though
can't
86
come back, Roger. Not in here. You
Well,
can't
so-
come back in here.
Okay, so clearly, from my point of view, you might as well label this guy the interim pitching coach because
Yeah,
I don't,
he is.
you know, they announce him as the pitching coach, not the
He's
interim.
82
But
years old.
that-
He's
but-
interim everything.
he's
Waking up in the morning is interim for him.
so who would you guys
That's
like as a pitching coach? Is there any names that pop for you guys?
As a pitching coach? No. Yeah, I mean, I would be.
How do you think Rick
I don't
Reed would
think Roger
do?
McDowell did a.
Is Rick Reed
bad
currently
job?
coaching?
Rick Reed.
Is he currently
Rick
coaching
Reed,
anyway?
the pitcher that we had. I don't know.
How do you think he would do?
I don't know.
Is he-
I would love Greg
Well, that's-
Maddox.
that's, maybe third time's a
Hmm.
charm. Is
I
he
would
currently
love Greg
coaching
Maddox.
anywhere?
You want Tom Glavine?
No.
Douche.
I think that's the first time I ever touched you on the show.
Yeah, I don't know why you're touching.
I don't
me
know.
again.
54
You did it
episodes
twice,
in, stuff happens.
All
things that
Don't get don't get too friendly.
All right, fine. So what do you think? So Rick Reed, who anybody pop in your mind?
Not to the top of my not right now. I mean,
Brett
I
Saberhagen.
do a little bit of Brett Saberhagen. Are you kidding me? Really, he's a fake.
Stottlemyre is dead,
Start him.
and his son
And his
is
son's-
with the Marlins, isn't he?
Yeah,
Wasting away.
wasted life.
Are you looking at stuff?
Stottlemyre.
What made you say Rick Reed?
I don't know.
Is he a pitching coach?
Because I realized that I asked you three times you ignore me means you probably don't know the answer. So
You
I
asked me?
if he's a coach.
Oh, I don't know. Is he?
No.
Okay.
So what made you say Rick Reed?
He's talking to us
I
now.
think.
You talking to us now?
What made you say Rick Reed?
I think
refocus.
Rick Reed. I mean, Rick Reed had a good
Okay.
pitching IQ. He was also fresh in my mind
Bloody
because
Sock
he was.
douchebag from Boston had a really good pitching IQ and career, but I wouldn't hire him as a coach.
But why wouldn't you
I
hire
feel
him as
some
a
anger
coach?
coming.
Because it doesn't necessarily mean you're a good pitcher, you're a good coach. Some of the best coaches were shitty pitchers.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't.
So you want
I
Dave
need to see a
Malicki?
track record.
You want Dave
of-
Malicki
I do because I remember when he pitched that game
against the 6-0.
6-0 game. I was
Dave
at that game.
Malicki.
So, but
No, I
Ed
personally,
Reed?
like Glenn Abbott, our AAA pitcher
Okay.
coach, and that's who this.
Why?
Because he has an 8-year track record with the team. He has coached a lot of these players that have come up through the system, and he's familiar with all of them. So he has a plus on top of already being within the organization.
So he knows the personnel.
Right. So
Go
I
on.
think it's a good.
Go on.
I think it's
Why
a
you
good
listening?
fit. So this guy Grandpa Munster, he was taking Glenn Abbott's place because Glenn Abbott left on medical leave. Yeah. So I'm thinking, because they're calling him still interim, I'm thinking when Glenn Abbott comes back.
Al Leiter.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, Leiter would be good, bro. That's true.
Why?
That's very true.
Leiter would
Because,
turn.
I only say this. He doesn't have a coaching history, so it kind of goes a little bit against what I said. But if you look at his when he's an analyst, he breaks things down really well. You watch him on MLB Network. You watch him on the television. He has a real in-depth understanding, and he has more than just a high pitching IQ. He understands the game. Like, he watches these pitchers, and he really breaks down their mechanics, what they should be doing, and he's done it himself. So he can teach them from experience and customize it to what their pitching preferences are. Because he as an analyst, Leiter's amazing. He's a great
so
analyst.
is Dave, what's his name, who manages the Nationals. Doesn't make you a good manager.
A little different.
Dave
Martinez, thank you.
Did Martinez pitch in the major leagues? Did Martinez have success? Did
No, but
Martinez
so
throw
what
no
makes him a
hitter?
good manager?
It doesn't necessarily, but you know,
I mean, we're all pulling this out of our ass.
if you're going to take a gamble, right? You don't know. You just don't know. You could take the best manager in the league, put him on a team, and he could suck.
Yep.
You don't know because when you
the players
change the
suck.
chemistry up, things change. But I think Leiter has what it takes, and I think if you're going to take a gamble, it is a good gamble.
I have no issues with that later.
Yeah,
Very, very good point.
That
but
was very
I
good
think
point.
I still
Coherent,
think
makes
this guy
sense.
Glenn Abbott's going to be plugged in based on his
When he comes
knowledge
back
of the
from
team
injury.
when he comes back from whatever he's gone, or injury, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, you have two solid, pretty much almost very close to Hall of Fame pitchers in Leiter and Franco in the wings that can help.
Oh, who's this?
We have a call.
We have a call.
Top green. Hey, what's up? You are live on the Put in the Book show. Hello.
Who that?
Oh, we have somebody that got a little scared.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay.
Oh, got a
It's
little
fine.
shy.
Yeah, a little shy. No,
It's all right.
no need to be shy here. We're all very friendly, except for this guy. There. All right. So
That was a call from Chicago. Who we know in Chicago?
maybe somebody listening and trying to.
Obama, Jordan. Call back.
We don't want Jordan calling back.
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
Screw you,
Don't
Jordan.
call back, Jordan.
No, call
Obama-
back.
Obama
I
call.
want to talk to you about those games and your stupid tongue against the Knicks and you back in the day.
All decades long.
Anyway,
You're gonna get your butt whooped by Michael Jordan.
That's all right. Gladly.
By the way, is our pick in yet? I know the draft is tonight. I haven't seen anything about the Knicks yet.
Dude, I don't know if it's even.
You know, we also have another
Some
person who's
bullshit.
kind of, I don't know how long he's been with the organization, but a guy named Jonathan Hurst. He's the Rumble Ponies head coach, pitching coach.
Rumble Ponies.
Yeah, and I don't know much.
It's the lower minor league.
It's AA, but AA has a lot of. Okay, so example, this kid Anthony K is his name.
Yeah.
He's been under this guy's tutelage for 2 years now. So I mean, it doesn't mean he's some kind of genius or anything, but you know, he has something that he's helping these guys hone their skills, right?
Anthony K is a number one pick. He's a guy that's supposed to.
He should be.
He's the guy that's supposed to be at the top of the order here.
Yeah.
He's so I wouldn't put too much
So it's,
stock in anything that guy's doing for Anthony.
So it's like
K.
he's working with gold already. He's just polishing it up.
He's just polishing it up, and making
Makes
it
sense.
make it nice and shiny, ready for the majors.
All right. So you brought up a point where you said Eiland. Talking to you.
Oh.
Where where you said Eiland turned
I thought he was
Wheelers.
doing something. I thought he was dying.
He was.
I thought he was joking and he was dying.
You know what it is.
Oh,
He was giving a home run call. He said, "Well, our conversation was out of the
It's
park."
out of here.
I wasn't talking.
No.
Well, go ahead.
No. So you were talking about how Eiland has helped Zach Wheeler
Right.
in his career. Clearly turned things
What a
around.
tough love.
Second half of
What
last
turned it
year. This year he's been on a roller coaster. And so Rodriguez and I were talking a little bit earlier, and I just brought up, I had been thinking about this, you know, all these guys who have had their Mets moment. And I can't think of a time where Zach Wheeler I'm a Cubs fan. Where Zach Wheeler has had his Mets moment.
Did he put that or did you put that? He or she put that or did
They put that.
they put that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, that's cool. You can be a Cubs fan.
You can call us back in. We'll talk Mets Cubs tonight. It's cool.
Absolutely.
You guys hear a word of what I said?
Yeah, Zach Wheeler hasn't had his
Mets moment. So, and we talked about it. Thor's had his Mets moment. 60 feet 6 inches.
The
Matt's
Pelicans just passed us out. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, that would have gotten very, very excited. I felt that Matt's had his Mets moment game 1. His first game.
Offensive and pitching.
He did it all.
Just went crazy.
DeGrom has had Mets moment after Mets moment.
He is a Mets moment every time he pitches.
But I don't feel I'm not so attached to Zach Wheeler.
Even our new ace, our new
Vargas
1A.
has had his Mets moment in a complete game shutout.
Vargas.
True that.
And I
Zach Wheeler has it.
never thought I'd say this, but thank God he's okay.
Wow.
But Zach Wheeler.
How sad our life has become.
Zach Wheeler hasn't, and I don't think. Can you think of anything? Because we were talking through it. And producer Joe.
He's bland. He's like a piece of paper.
Yeah, he hasn't had the moment, and that's why me personally, I'm not so attached to him, and I don't mind if we trade him. I don't mind if we lost him. I mind.
He's talented.
All right, Friday. You dropped Lucille.
Lucille fell. It's a
She's
metaphor.
tired, man.
It's a
She's
metaphor
tired. She needs to
for our season, Keith.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a metaphor for our season.
He had a really good stretch at the end of the year last year, but I mean, he did it in garbage time, right? And honestly, when you do things in garbage time, it's you performing. Everything's great.
Garbage time. What's garbage time?
The second half of the season for the Mets last year.
It's garbage time.
So
the other team wasn't trying to hit.
He said no.
No, what I'm saying is the Mets had no chance. So when the stakes are high, Wheeler hasn't stepped up. Is what the point I'm trying to get to. Then if you would have let me finish,
he can pitch. He couldn't pitch then. You're just saying that over and over.
Zion projected number one. No, they're just talking about him.
I'm just saying because you can clearly see you're watching something.
Okay, it's the NBA draft. Yeah. So yeah, it's that he when the time to step up came, he hasn't done it. The beginning of the year when we were slumping was his time to step up. He didn't do it. The beginning of this year when we really need an ace in the hole, Vargas steps up, but not Wheeler. So not that he can't do it, not that he won't do it, not that he doesn't have the talent to do it. He just hasn't done that yet.
This is when Wheeler.
he just hasn't done it yet.
That's why he doesn't have a Mets moment. Didn't we just say that?
Yeah.
Right, but you started questioning me, so you made me explain myself. So don't criticize me for explaining myself when you question me.
I didn't question
because I'll pick up Lucille
and hit me with that plastic bag. Thank you.
It's actually very hard plastic. That would hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
ask producer Joe.
No, I don't.
You can go first.
This guy has no athletic ability. I don't want.
That doesn't matter. I'm just asking.
Are you kidding me?
Why you should
That's the problem. No. No.
Wandy, welcome to the show.
We should actually all go to the batting cage.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with
and
that.
We'll film it. Why?
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready.
I'm down.
Let's throw right in the back.
We're gonna film it.
You got 60 feet 6 inches.
Put it in the book's website.
Right around there. Yeah.
The Cubs will sweep the hoop.
The Cubs will sweep.
Well,
hey,
look,
Cubs fan, talk to us on Facebook chat because that's a little.
Yeah, or call back in. We'll talk. We're not these. We're not gonna get upset with you.
We'll just hang up.
We might give.
No, we would never hang up.
No, not at all. All right, so then that leads into, not that you would want to, but if the Mets become sellers, Wheeler has to be in consideration for. No, he has to be in consideration. First consideration.
But you're throwing away a guy who's a solid pitcher.
Well, no, throwing away would be losing in the free agency. If you know you're not going to re-sign him and you're sellers at the deadline, then you got to trade him.
If you're trading him, you got to trade him for major league talent.
So let's take a step back and dive into that a little bit.
Right
Do you think it's time to sell?
I don't.
Oh no,
I don't either.
But you just said in case.
No, I said if we get to the
dog
point.
days of August come and it's somebody needs
but
Not even
curious
so.
how you
You
know
know, this year now there's a hard trade deadline. There is no August trades. July 31st is it. There's no more waiver.
Listen,
deadline.
as long as he doesn't go to the Skankies, I can even live with.
Cue
would
Tim
hate
joining the show as you talk.
Oh, hey, Tim. Nothing wrong with you, Tim. It's just,
No,
it's
you
just
know.
them.
You
Tim
know how we
knows.
go around.
Tim knows.
Timmy knows.
Well, the Pelicans are really
knows.
dragging us out. I mean, just you're picking a Zion. Just freaking pick him right and move along.
All right.
Sorry, this is a baseball show, but it's kind of big in the sports world right now. The NBA draft. If you ever heard of it?
He's telling the camera again.
Yeah.
We're number 3.
So
I was
yes,
gonna be his number 2.
trade
Wheeler? No, I don't want to trade him.
By July, if we're July 20th and we're 5 games under, trade his ass. Get some picks. Get some
picks. Okay.
I would not trade
Do
him.
the picks.
But he's not signed right now.
You
So if you're not going to trade him, then you better sign him. At least
I
get
would sign
something
him.
for him.
I would sign him.
Okay.
Definitely sign Wheeler.
Producer Joe, how much do you think Zach Wheeler can get on the open market?
Nah, here we go.
No,
Here we go.
It's not a here we go.
You can get. I don't think we're going to get much major league talent. I think we can get a top prospect.
But let's say
He becomes a free
free agent wise, money dollars wise.
$12? Today's market, you could probably come in 15 a year average.
That's what I'm thinking, 15, and that's a discount because if he comes to his
I
potential.
don't agree. I would not sign him for 15.
No, did you say 15 last week?
I did say 15 last week.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
I said 15 also.
Okay, all right.
I think it's going to take that much to
Guys
get
are
him.
wrong.
Somebody said 11.
You're wasting your money for 15.
No, but we're not thinking of us.
What
You're
did Tim
wasting your
say?
money.
Wheeler for Ellsbury straight
That's
out.
crazy.
We're
All right.
at Ellsbury.
We'll do that. But you gotta sweeten the pot. Throwing
Throwing Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah,
And Derek Jeter.
Clint Frazier and Aaron Judge.
Labor.
that's it. Throw-ins. Aaron Judge
Yeah,
actually Judge comes back tomorrow.
Why did they demote Clint Frazier anyway? Aside from Stanton coming back, was he? Oh, he did some boneheaded stuff actually.
Because
Never
Judge is
mind.
coming. That's
Judge-
the guy
Judge
that
is-
has to
Judge is
play
also
terrible
coming back.
defense. The Judge.
Frazier's defense was terrible, and shocker, Zion went to Pelicans. So
I think the bottom line is if we fall out of the race, which we're eight and a half games out now, if we fall completely out of the race, what did you say to me last week when I said some divisions are locked up? You said, didn't we lose an 8-game lead with 2 weeks to go?
Right. More crotch for you people. Enjoy.
So bottom
Yeah,
line
that's
is
not
we'd rather trade than lose him for nothing in the offseason.
Why are you still talking about Wheeler? Why do you keep wanting to trade the guy?
I'm talking about trade deadline deals because now I'm also going to go into a little bit of a rant. But again,
okay. I'm good with rants.
the worst publication out there besides the Post is Bleacher Report. Bleacher
Okay.
Report will. There's no journalism involved in a lot of stuff that they do. They'll say,
Rumor
what if
passing.
this and what if that? And these are so Brian Homsock sends me right in, this is 20 minutes before the show starts, sends me a screenshot from Bleacher Report showing, top 6 destinations for Noah Syndergaard.
Oh.
Here we go.
Why does he keep
Here
doing
we
that?
go again with Bleacher Report because he likes that stuff.
So
He
first of
likes
all,
to-
trading Noah Syndergaard right now would be ridiculous
You know you want to talk to the camera.
because
Faker.
his value is not as high as it should be right now,
and he's still under control.
and he's under control.
So
if you are going to trade him, let his value skyrocket. Let him pull off like 10 starts and throw 2 one-hitter games with 12 Ks, and then
But they're out there for idiots like
Exactly.
Brian Holmes sucks.
Tim,
Brian Holmes
clickbait.
does suck. For idiots,
Yeah.
clickbait, just to enjoy and giggle and laugh like idiots.
that who laughs and giggles like an idiot.
All right. Brian Holmes sucks.
and nothing
Have you met Brian Holmes sucks?
nothing happened, Bill. We're just
Have
talking
you met
about
Brian?
Have you met Brian Holmes sucks?
theoretical
Okay.
crap.
So you know.
Oh, and the Mets fired their pitching coach and
Everyone
bullpen
knows.
coach.
Hmm?
I was talking to my brother. That's what happened.
Oh, is that? Are you sure that's what he was talking about? Hey, Cornet!
Cornet!
It's been a while since you've joined us live. He always watches after the fact because
he's in the Netherlands.
He's in the Netherlands and is a sleep conflict.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, so now let's move on to some guys that are not getting the job done, and is it time to move on from them? So first guy who comes to mind is La Familia, because now La Familia, which is Spanish for I can't get anybody out.
Wait, before I go berserk, okay, because you're baiting me. You're
not baiting.
You're clicking baiting me. You're baiting me, right? Cornet, my son is at Wageningen at the university. That's where he's finishing his doctorate in the Netherlands.
Cornet,
I don't know if that's near you, but if it is,
up the street, go meet
say hi to my
Rodriguez's kid.
No, I might scare him. I don't know. How big is Cornet?
I don't
my
know.
kid's 6'3". He's
all right.
Well, you'll be all right. But
Yeah.
that's where he's at.
And let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets.
Oh, my brother said we froze up. I don't know if that was just your computer, bro.
I think we've been okay over here. I haven't seen
Yeah,
anything.
Producer Joe, how we doing?
Yeah, I
Smooth.
think we've been smooth.
Because I'm a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. Okay, so yes.
What about
Familia?
Trade him.
Time to trade him for what we're gonna get a bag of baseballs.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Free soda.
Absolutely.
Free
A la Billy Bean.
soda.
Soda. Did I say soda?
No.
3 years. He signed him for 3 years, right?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
And how much?
$20 million.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
why. See.
All right.
So that's why I was saying last week.
Don't, because
I'm gonna go back to it.
We're gonna go back
We
to his.
didn't sign him as a closer though.
Yeah,
and-
but he's a proven closer. He's not a guy
He's proven to not be effective.
He's not a guy that just had half a good year. He's a proven
That's
closer.
all it takes in baseball these days. Did I not read off names that are ridiculous that are making $19 million a year?
Are you telling me that
J.A. Morant.
for 5 years, Familia wasn't a very good closer, and for a couple of years,
Was it 5 years?
For 4 or 5 years, I think he was a very good closer, and maybe 2 out of those years, he might have been in the top 2 or 3 of the league.
This is his worst year.
Yeah, but we didn't.
So that's why I say Familia got $10 million.
But we didn't sign him to be a closer.
But
So he shouldn't have
he
gotten
has
closer.
experience, millennial. Some people pay for it. Unfortunately, Familia sucks.
So here's.
But they pay for it. They pay for the experience.
I don't
for
think-
for
I
what
don't-
he's done.
I don't think we can label him. He sucks. A lot of times these relievers have just a year, like year.
Just give me a break. He sucks.
I think
he
he's
sucks
really
this
good.
year.
He's got
He
a great
sucks
thinker.
this year.
He's a really good pitcher.
He's got a 1.84.
Wipe that doo-doo grin off your face because Familia. Listen, I love the fact that
1.84 whip.
I love the fact that he wants to be a Met and he loves being a Met. I respect him and I really appreciate that. But dude, if your arm is hurting, go
Hey,
sit down. If you
He's
can't
got a
throw anymore.
career 3.1 ERA now as a reliever.
now, because he sucked so bad. But that's why they paid him that money. You can't compare to
Listen.
Zach Wheeler.
What's that? What's that say in New Jersey? Mets. You know what that means? We'll get him next year. Mets is translation. We'll get him next year. So next year, Familia is gonna be good. Don't worry. Next year.
I don't know if that makes any sense. But
It
that's
does
okay.
because it's always about next year with the Mets.
Joe, can you go back up to
We'll get
the
him next year.
Forever. It's always with the guy.
career stats?
I mean,
back
let's look at his
down a
career
bit.
stats.
Looks
Back down. I want to see by year. So
Yeah, by
Familia ERA. So 2014 good, 2015 good, and 2016 good. That's it. 3 years.
that's a pretty big stretch, though.
Really? Well, he's had more bad years than good years. No.
Okay, but that's about 200 innings over those.
Yeah, but look at 2014. 2014, he had 23 holds. He wasn't the main the saves guy then. Remember,
No,
it was,
I said that.
it was
I
Jody.
counted that as a good.
you counted 14. You didn't count 14.
I said 2014, 2015, 2016. That's 3 years. 17, he had a
All right.
4.38 ERA.
But look, 51 saves, 43 saves, 23
Oh,
homers,
remember
18
2017
saves.
he was
He
injured
had a
too.
good year last year too. He didn't have a bad year.
No, not a terrible year. But
So they signed him for that.
but
2017 he was
you
injured.
said in the past you can't have in the bullpen guys with ERAs over 3.
You shouldn't.
So
I don't wanna-
based on that, last year he had a 3.13 ERA. Not a great year.
based on his ERA, I would have. He can be in the bullpen, but he sucks. Dude, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Send him home. Trade him.
Cornet said he missed the name of the school.
Oh, jeez.
You got to pull it out.
All right.
All right. So while you're pulling that up,
That's what she said.
we have about 20 minutes to go in this little shortened episode as the Mets head to, they're in Chicago to start a 4-game series right around 8:05, 8:10. So we'll go right up until there. But what do you guys think? Do you guys see any value in team meetings? Because the Mets have had 3 of them in the last month, and
They've come out like gangbusters after the meeting
for 1 game.
for 1 game.
So, but that gives some value, right? Because we could have lost 3 other games. Is that what you want to
kidding
say?
me?
I'm
Are
asking
you kidding me? I mean, it's like that's why I'm so annoyed. I'm sick of this team. Honestly, it's like they shoot their load and then they're done for the next 3 or 4 days until they recover. What's that about?
Yep.
I mean, what's that about? They have the talent.
They come out like Nimmo and they finish like Cano.
Cano's actually on a hitting streak, and Cano
He's
is
hitting the ball
actually
harder.
a Hall of Famer, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Adriana, my wife, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Tim asked if this series is it do or die.
This series?
It kind of depends on what Atlanta does, right? So if we lose, if we lose 3 games,
sure.
if we lose 3 games in the standings in this series, and we fall to 11.5 games out,
dude, it's pretty dire.
it's really
Right before the All-Star break to be that many games out.
Yep.
I mean, can never say never, even at that. But we don't have the horses. We don't have the horses.
RJ Barrett.
Barrett. Good. RJ Barrett is a New York
cool.
Knick. They
Cool.
did it. They did something right
At
for
the university.
2 days in a row.
And now the 2 days in a row. What did they do yesterday?
They passed on a trade for Chris Paul.
Trade. Okay.
Who did they get?
RJ Barrett. Good kid. Honestly, I think
Some people think that he could potentially be better
if it
than
wasn't for the
Zion.
hype around Zion, could potentially be number 1. But
That's sworn off the Knicks, man.
now
they
it's going to be a circus in watching their free agent debacle.
Blunders.
They better not sign that big-headed 7-foot-tall shooting guard.
Stop.
They better not.
Let's get to
the guy with the Brian Harm injury.
let's get
Yeah.
to
It
the.
was Brian Himself.
You see how I tried, Joe. I tried. Let's get to the Mets moment of the week, chosen by. Actually, the last little segment that we did is a good segue into this, but chosen by Rodriguez. So let's hit it.
Tears of joy for the 2015 New York Mets, National League Eastern Division champions.
52 seconds. 7. 52 seconds. What's he doing? Okay, stop. Turn it off.
It's been 9 years of waiting for this organization. It's been a lifetime of waiting for that man. The Mets have done.
All right, so That was La Familia at his
Best.
until we got to the
World Series. They decided to suck again.
Yeah. Okay. And I know we're trying to squeeze a lot into this shortened episode, but Keith, you want to do a quick run through of who we are brought to you by?
Yes. And actually, this is something I'm excited about because we are brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.
Shovel pass.
From their roastery to your front door.
Sorry, Joe. We emptied it because the other bag broke.
It's like trying to throw a
Coffee grinds all over, Joe. That's
Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters, only the finest beans
Get us some replacement.
from all over the world. By the way, we need more bags.
I will work on that.
2 for 1.
We have several different flavors for Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. One is dark roast dark chocolate.
The
delicious
best.
chocolatey flavored coffee, and it has how many calories?
0.
So weird not passing you the mic. I might have to take this off and pass to you for that.
You want to just lean in?
No. I might nibble on your ear. There's also another flavor that's called Jacked Up Cupcake. It's one of the high energy lines. Jacked Up Cupcake has 50% more caffeine than the regular coffee. And it's also what we call our friend Rodriguez over here because he's a Jacked Up Cupcake. Then we also have Cinnabuzz, another one of the Highline coffees. Amazing. And it has Drunken Pig. Drunken Pig is a delicious bacon, something flavored. Just try it. It's really good. And it has how many calories? Hold on.
0.
We need mics back for that segment. Yes. Anyway, try Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters at www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. From their roastery to your front door, guaranteed to ship within 24 hours of its roast date. And act now if you go online and use Pete20, capital PETE and
capital 20
and capital 2, capital 0,
capital 0.
You will get a third bag free when you buy. See, you will get a third bag free when you buy 2.
All right, cool. All right, Cornet. Actually, that was something that we were Rodriguez and I were also talking about earlier. Is Flexen coming in from the bullpen? Looks like his stuff is a little bit more lively.
Not in the 9th in a tie game for his first time.
Right.
Stupid
Callaway,
move.
right?
Callaway.
That was also the same manager who said that he brought in Gesellman after DeGrom because he wanted to protect DeGrom's ERA.
That's idiotic. I would have fired you right there. I would have called you into my office and said, "Get out."
It really was the most ridiculous thing.
Get out. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely absurd. We should have brought in the new kid. You're up by 8 runs. You bring in the new kid, let him pitch. By the way, the new kid didn't have bad stuff yesterday. I know somebody had a jam single to left center.
That's fine.
The 2 runs scored on him,
fine.
but yeah. No, I'm saying it's fine, but he should have been in that 8-run spot, very low pressure situation, first time up. He's one of the kids that we got back from Boston a few years ago.
Okay, and that's all well and good. How did Flexen go from low 90s, 92, because remember, he was not throwing hard at all, to 98?
98.
So when you say the kid, you're talking about Steven Nogosek?
Yes.
So interestingly enough, I don't know if you spoke with Jem. Jem is from MetsJunkies.com.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Check him out. He wrote an article 2 days before the call-up about Steven Nogosek.
He did.
And
it was a premonition.
It was like a
above.
premonition. Good call on you, Jem. And what they did, and check out MetsJunkies.com. Scroll down, hit older posts.
Don't look at him. He thinks he's supposed to be doing stuff.
You'll find on MetsJunkies.com the Mets call up Steven Nogosek, and if you go even further back, Mets Crush Monday, he has an article about him and how he's been doing and how he's been kind of killing it in AAA. So good job, Jen.
Look at you.
What?
I like it when you talk sense.
It's all the time. It's just that you know.
It must be me.
But again, we don't have a manager that knows how to handle the bullpen, which is why we now have a pitching strategist.
That's a good point.
He's a guy.
Because the former great pitching coach from the Cleveland Indians no longer knows how to coach pitching.
Right. Because he's too busy wondering if you know what? What is he doing, honestly?
What is he
He's
doing?
making sure the lineup cards are straight, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I manage a team. It isn't that hard. You don't do that many things. You put them out there to play the positions. They have the cards now.
Okay, so
look, this guy's up.
Let me move over.
Look, this guy's up.
So I'm not saying you're wrong because I agree, but in the same light, going all the way back to our first subject, Eiland. I mean, if the pitchers aren't pitching, it's not Eiland's necessarily his fault. So Mets perform,
Eiland
and your coaches don't get fired.
What was the sacrificial lamb? Eiland.
Yeah,
and Chuck Hernandez, Chucky Fufu. Chucky Fufu?
Sometimes a shakeup does, tighten the drawstrings a little bit and get everybody to move, and hopefully that's what happens. But
you gotta shake it up like Steinbrenner used to.
Steinbrenner,
fire the manager in May, hire him back in August.
Billy Martin, baby.
What would Steinbrenner say?
Billy Martin was fun to watch. Man.
What would George Steinbrenner do if this was his bullpen? The whole staff would be fired.
Everybody would have been gone.
The entire bullpen gone.
He would hold a press
They
conference.
would have brought Yogi Berra back.
He'd call them all fat pussy toes.
Fix things.
He fired him.
What was his name?
Hideki
Matsu. Irabu.
Yeah, because he botched a play covering first base.
Yes.
And in the press conference afterwards, and of course, the owner of the Yankees was heavily involved in all the press conferences. Said, called him a fat pussy toad.
Yeah.
Because he botched the play covering first base.
There you go.
I remember that.
That's how you shake things
vividly
up.
Because you don't forget things like pussy toad ever.
No, it isn't.
Especially when it's pasted all over the cover of every New
The
York
Post, the Daily News, the Newsday, the
Yeah.
Canarsie Courier.
There would be something happening to the Mets right now, and it wouldn't be pretty,
Right.
for sure.
Maybe they need a little jail time treatment.
Dude, how many times are we gonna keep? I mean, Callaway's what?
And then
The fourth, fifth coach in the last 10, 20 years? That's a lot.
Callaway and then Terry Collins was there for 9.
Yeah, before Terry Collins.
This
was
was Jerry Manuel,
This is Callaway's
Willie
notice.
Randolph.
Willie Randolph.
Callaway's
Art Howe.
officially on
Remember
notice
Art
after
Howe?
this.
Oh my God, Art Howe!
Yeah.
Holy crap, Art Howe!
No, but my favorite
Great part of Moneyball. Great part of that movie. But Art freaking Howe, my God!
He did
How
not.
did he get it
He
done?
did
Yeah,
not believe in Billy Bean's theory.
Mets are down by
He fought
10.
against-
Mets are
he
down
fought
by 10
against
runs.
Billy Bean's theory, and they won 20 games in a row when Billy Bean
Yeah.
forced it on him. So
He traded people
screw him.
away.
He was not that good in that movie.
No,
Yeah, but we hired him.
I said no. Hold on.
because we didn't know all that.
I said
stuff.
he was a great part of the movie. I didn't say he was a great manager.
Because Billy Bean probably said just to get him off
We
his
wouldn't
plate.
know all that stuff.
Billy Bean probably told the Mets just get him off his plate.
Did
Yeah,
not
it's good.
help play for the Houston Astros or something? Who did he play for?
Who cares?
I'm just saying. Did he play
played
for
in
them
the
or
Mike Cubbage School of I Suck.
Remember Mike Cubbage, another
Jeez.
guy?
Yeah.
And by the way, some very questionable sends out of our third base coach over the last few days. Very questionable sends. Very questionable sends.
Okay.
You're just looking at me like,
What do you want me to say to that?
agree or disagree?
The whole team is very questionable.
Not our hitting. We're hitting.
Oh, come on, dude.
Would you have? You were
How many runs did we score yesterday?
begging.
How many runs did we
Two.
score yesterday? How many runs did we score the day before that?
8, 9, 10.
How many runs the day before that? Hey, we're not consistent scorers. And we're not good. We're not a good offensive team if we're not consistently scoring at least 3 to 4 runs a game.
You would have begged for this offense last year.
I would have begged. No, what's the difference? We're
What do
still
you
losing.
mean?
We're still
This
losing.
offense
Okay, this offense versus last year's
It's a
ERA,
good offense.
we
Don't
would have
get-
been in the playoffs.
Yes.
We would have been in the playoffs with this offense versus
Yes.
last year's ERA.
Last
Well, we
year?
would on a
Last
5
year's-
and go F yourself June.
21.
We were not
Because
hitting,
the
but
Grom
pitching
carried
lights
the whole
out.
team on his back.
We were losing
The
2-1.
Grom-
And so did Wheeler.
DeGrom wins 18 games with this offense last year.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what all I'm saying is
On the days that they decide they want to play. On the days you have a team meeting. Every time you have a team meeting, right before the ground
let's
pitches.
have a team meeting every day.
Right before the ground pitches, have a team
With
meeting.
Callaway
And now we're
with
shorting
a
the
stupid
outfield
He'll win the
beard.
Cy Young again.
Now we're short in the outfield. Kelly Leak is on the free agent market when I was signing him.
This is what
insane.
this is what we want moving forward, because we also talked about this. Left to right in the outfield, Dom Smith, Conforto, McNeil. Third to first on the infield, J.D. Davis, Rosario, Cano, Alonso. Behind the plate,
Buffalo.
Buffalo
Okay.
and Nito.
And my arguments, Buffalo, when you were doing bad, let me just interrupt for a second. In the beginning of the year, I want to publicly apologize. You're kicking ass.
Buffalo?
I'm down.
He had a rough defensive
Take a
game the
breath.
other day behind the plate.
He did, but no, Nito.
I want to punch the whole
The other
bullpen in
day.
the face.
No, Nito caught
Don't
the
you?
DeGrom game.
Oh, right.
Doesn't anybody want
Right.
to punch the bullpen in the face? I do.
All right, let's
Starting with Familia.
you want to let's bring Familia into Studio 5 next week and just use him as a punching bag.
Do you have a Familia now?
No, like Familia.
He's pretty big.
I don't care.
He's actually really nice guy. You met him?
He's the nicest guy.
He's a nice guy, except for when
would be
he's,
angry at
Stop
him.
making
except
me
for when
nice.
he's hitting his wife.
No,
But I mean,
when I saw him in the backfield at Port St. Lucie,
Wow.
he was like going to all the old ladies and like loving on them and hugging them and playing
He
with all the
loves
little
being a man.
kids, playing catch with the little kids.
he does like
He's a good guy. I feel that there's something else going on with him because if you look at, we were looking at his stats before, and you can't see what I'm pointing at. In 2014,
He's
no,
doing
was it
marijuana.
15,
The gateway
16?
drug.
No, 14, 15 to 16, he was lights out. 17, he only pitched 24 innings. He was hurt. And then last year, he did okay, and we traded him. So then
I don't
we
want to talk
re-signed him.
about Familia anymore, honestly. The guy makes me sick.
All right,
What about Bonilla? You want
His
to talk
whole
about him?
family.
we have just a couple more minutes here, but I want to get to the upcoming schedule. We'll probably do a show again next Thursday. They have a day game next Thursday. But the next two
We'll be miserable then.
the next two series is we got 4 against the Cubs. 8:05 start tonight, so it's about
We're gonna win
to
one.
get started, and then 3 straight day games. Then we head to Philadelphia, 3 straight night games, and then next Thursday is a 1:05 start. Philadelphia is playing like crapola right now,
Thank God.
so maybe we can get right there, and then we head
Sweep
home.
the Cubs.
Then we head home against Atlanta, the Yankees, and Philly.
Oh my God.
This is the stretch where we kind of need to start turning things around. But
Yeah.
This is a stretch that could put us 25.
I thought the last stretch was, and the stretch before that. How about the stretch before that? I think the stretch before
Well,
that also was we should have turned around.
every stretch has not
Hey,
technically knocked us out of
Every stretch has pulled a
the
hamstring.
season.
very nice.
Predictions on the Cubs
Let's
series.
step on that.
Producer Joe, can you write these
Producer
down for
Joe.
me? I don't have I no longer have an area to do this stuff in.
Really?
Oh, really? You want to talk about that
What?
today?
No,
Huh?
I do not.
Okay.
My biorhythm is down.
So, Cubs series. Keith, 4-game set.
We lose 3.
Yeah.
I'm the same. 1 and 3. We lose 3 out of 4.
Joe?
Can show some optimism
Don't do it. Be
for a little
truthful.
bit.
Don't do it.
Don't be truthful, but
Split 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay, so we're all
I get
1 and
that.
3, 2 and 2 for.
So we stay 12 games under? What are we, 14 games under?
Wow.
We're in second place if you're upside down.
Yeah, we're in 4th place now.
Yeah.
And then we head to Philadelphia. So let's do those predictions also, because that series will be over by the next time that we do our
Next
show
show?
next week. I will say that we will win that series, and we will take it 3 games to 1.
Is it in?
It's
It's
in
a
Philadelphia.
4-game series
It's in-
in Philly.
if it's in Philly, we're taking 3. I know you're looking like I'm crazy, but listen, producer Joe's looking like I'm nuts because that isn't a crazy statement, and I'll explain it real quick. It's because A, the Mets don't make sense, and B, we rake in Philadelphia. So put those two together. I'm taking a gamble and being a little hopeful and saying we're going to win 3. Worst case split.
I'm taking a split for it.
That seems logical.
Yeah, I'm also going with the split 2 and 2.
All right. That about wraps it up. We didn't get to everything that we wanted to talk about today, but we knew that was going to
We'll
happen.
bring it up
because
next week.
We will carry it over. Was that rollover? AT&T? Rollover minutes.
Don't do free commercials.
No? Okay, sorry.
Hey,
We will roll all this stuff over that we missed
Oh.
today.
It's for you, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
So quick. I know I said
Very
we're going
nice.
to lose 3, but Fwakata Cubs, I hope we take 3 from
Oh,
you,
yeah.
punks.
Fwakata
Fwakata.
of
Thank
the
I want to
week.
take 3. I'm not asking to lose 3. But I
There, that is what we need. We need some intervention around here. Intervention. Real quick.
I'm with
Jeebus,
Rodriguez now.
Jeebus.
Call up Tebow. I am
Help us,
so
Jeebus.
against it all year.
I told you to call him up. See, this wouldn't happen if the messenger from God
Call up
was there.
Tebow.
McNeil with a base hit. Shocker. All
Tebow,
right.
Tebow, come on
Real
up,
quick
Tebow.
before we head out, where to find us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter at the PIITB Show.
Yep.
Instagram, the PIITB Show as well. Facebook group is the Put in the Book Show by CineSportsTalk. Facebook fan page is the Put in the Book Show. YouTube and Snapchat both at CineSportsTalk. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, all that good stuff, wherever you listen to your favorite shows and or podcasts. Go to CineSportsTalk.com to see all the brand new looking site. It's a good looking site.
It is a
good looking site.
Spiffy.
Tim, I don't know if you've seen it, but check out CineSportsTalk.com.
You can
Can you dig it, brother?
And it's extremely mobile friendly. I love the new site, bro.
Yes.
Good job.
Mobile friendly. We got the arrow, thanks to producer Joe.
Wow,
We
what?
talked about that the
It's
day
amazing.
after. I
amazing.
figured out a way. Yesterday, we gave away passes to Spider-Man Far From Home all over Florida, from Miami all the way up to Jacksonville, and other stuff like yesterday, the Beatles movie. We gave passes away to that.
I want to see that.
Got a
No
ton.
one's ever seen the Beatles before. That's
No, it's a new movie.
Just another movie.
It's a new movie. It's this guy. I'm just going to give a quick synopsis. It's this guy. He's from England.
No, yeah, I know that.
Oh,
I'm
you've
saying
seen
that
that?
no one's ever. I've seen the trailers. No one's ever heard of the Beatles before, and he's thinking all these.
Oh,
songs.
you're right. You explained
Yeah.
the plot. Yeah, I'm sorry. Check out the trailer for yesterday online, and
Yesterday.
then you'll see.
The way
And-
we were. 2015.
Tim,
Yeah,
while
it
you're
looks good, man.
Tim, while you're here, somebody put a little pamphlet on my a little flyer on my desk today, and there's a wrestling event. I'm not going to be in town, but there's a wrestling
Coral
event
Springs
in Coral
High.
Springs,
Yeah.
July 6th. Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be there.
No
Oh,
way.
really?
Who else is going to be
Coral
there?
Springs High School, right?
Yes, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Stone Cold's gonna be there.
Stone Cold is the headliner.
Coral Springs Charter.
Stone Cold's not
Sure.
gonna wrestle.
He's probably not going to wrestle. I because of the neck thing, but
He's probably gonna come out and break a beer.
I forgot. Stop by tomorrow. And then there's what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to get in a ring and do some of the things
I'm
that.
not gonna do that.
Let's do it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No,
You up for it?
It's just pleasure for them to. Kick
Let me
your
stun
butt.
you.
Only if I give you a
Oh
You
wait,
can't even lift him.
we should do it when Tim. We should do it when Tim's in town
Tim, when are you in town, bro?
in September for the Bucks game.
How can we do it in
We
September?
gotta plan it out, right?
I don't understand your question.
Is this a place that
No,
you go there all the time?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you
it's
were just saying because
it's a
they
training school
So
also.
can I DDT
Oh.
you?
That hurts.
Do you kill him?
Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake. Hey, look, Jake the Snake's DDT is Joe's wrap up.
Very nice.
What happened here? What do we got going on? Oh, nice Cano grounding into a double play. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Of course. McNeil gets on, Alonso gets on, and
Wait a minute.
Cano, the rally killer.
Wait, so do we have a runner on third?
Yeah.
Conforto
Two
can
outs.
still rocket one out. Actually,
It's a pretty nice lineup. Let's
Actually-
be real here.
yeah,
Even
actually
with
the
Cano flubbing it up right now.
I
like that.
this is going to be a 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 game. The wind is blowing in. It's about 54 degrees at Wrigley, and it's not going to be a friendly night for the hitters.
Who's
except
pitching?
for Alonso.
Who's pitching for us?
For us, Kyle Lockett.
Wait, who?
Is his first name Kyle?
Lockett.
Alonso would only hit a
Walker Lockett.
7-foot home.
Look at this guy.
Lockett. Oh my God! Look at it.
He looks like he got jabbed in his right eye a
He
few
looks
times.
like he's been punched in his cheekbones, like repeatedly, just punched.
Yeah.
What's
What is that?
What's that ERA?
You know what it is? Because he probably
0-3 and
this dude probably
9.60
goes to
ERA.
bars,
Oh,
pops
he's
a
in
lot of
Florida. That's why
he probably goes to bars, pops a lot of crap, and gets punched in the face a lot.
How did we get this guy?
Jacksonville, Florida.
No, but he
He's
drafted
from
by the
He's
Padres.
from the Padres.
Oh well, he's got a 9.60 ERA last year. No wonder
he
why
fits
he's
right
pitching.
in. Oh my
El
God,
Paso.
this guy.
Well, the vulture will help you out.
Wow, how's he done this year?
He hasn't pitched this year.
Oh, fantastic.
2018, he was 0-3 with a 9 ERA.
Fantastic. Get me some black hair dye. I'm going to just go to Jacksonville. Why the hell not?
All right, Conforto
Oh,
grounds
my
out
God.
softly to the catcher. Thanks for
Hit the ball so hard, he hit it backwards.
about a
Great job. Great job.
12-foot ground ball out in front of home plate. Tim, I would pay big money to see you do a Hurricane Rana.
What's a Hurricane Rana? I forgot.
It's when you kind of jump off and you grab a hold by the legs of the head and you spin them around.
What?
Did you see the Facebook post?
Oh, yeah.
That Tim put up to remake Twins, but except with Dinkler and what's the guy's name from Aquaman?
Momoa.
Yeah,
Jason
Momoa and Dinkler would be the new remake for Twins.
Hey, Dinklage.
Okay.
I heard you said
be-
Dinkler. I heard Dinklage.
Thanks.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy.
Speak my
All
language.
right.
I said it wrong.
On that note,
That's my language.
the Mets are down
It's
in the
enough
first
language.
inning. Bottom of the first coming up for the Cubs. We will leave you with that.
Let's go, Mets.
Follow us all over social media. We appreciate everything that you guys do as far as watching us. We will end it right now on Facebook. So Facebook, we will bid you adieu. We will not stop just yet on the audio side, but good night, Facebook. Say good night,
night.
Facebook.
Good night, Facebook.
Okay, what's happening here? This is in.